Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 43617 419 531 6097. Instagram, JC's Comics and More, www.jc's Comics and More, JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com. This Saturday, November 23rd, is Local Comic Shop Day. And this is my 600th video on YouTube. This is a very special video. I'll talk a little bit about Local Comic Shop Day, show you some of the stuff, and tell you about the sale that we're going to be having. That's this Saturday. We normally open at 11, and we're open until 7 on Saturdays. We're going to open at 10. We're going to be open at 10. We'll be open until probably 8. If people are still coming in, I'll stay open a little bit later. If people are coming in spending money, I am going to be open a little bit later. Now, some of the stuff that we're going to be having on sale is the comics in the red bins here, my back issue comics in the red bins. These are going to be 34% off because it's shop's 34th anniversary. But if you pull 34 comics out of these red bins, you get them for 60% off. That's a hell of a deal. But you have to pull quantity. You know, could care less about selling a comic for 60% off. That does nothing for me. You're not doing anything to help loosen these bins. You buy 34 comics, that's going to loosen these bins up for me. So take advantage of this sale. Again, take advantage of the sale. You will encourage me to have more sales. Now, we've got a rack up front here. This has sets in it. Lots of different sets. Every set, everything in here is going to be 50% off. So instead of $30, this will be $15. Stuff like, let's find this here. This here is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. You're already saving $10. You get this for $10, so you're saving $20 on that. This Wonder Woman set, this is $13.50. You're saving $7.50. You'll get this for $6.75. So these will be 50% off. Stuff like my trade paperbacks. These are going to be 20% off. That's right, 20% off. Stuff like t-shirts will be 20% off. Pop figures, those will be 20% off also. Stuff like this Marvel Gallery will be 20% off. You got statues are going to be 20% off. Stuff like this Godzilla stuff. These NFL figures will be 20% off. It's going to be this Saturday, the 23rd. Got stuff like this also will be 20% off. Now, the only thing that won't be 20% off is new recent product that I got in. New recent product, for example, like this Batman Red Death, this Black Canary. There's some pop figures that have just come in. Those will not be on sale. But stuff like posters and banks are going to be 20% off also. Now, also 20% off is going to be like the wall comics. Wall comics will be 20% off. These blue bins here, these have older comics in them. These are going to be 20% off as well. Get 20% off of that Amazing Spider-Man, 20% off of that Amazing Spider-Man. These are going to be 20% off. Now also, I'm going to have a special sale. If you buy 25 or more out of the blue bin, because I got comics. I got so many comics I need to put out. You'll get them at 40% off. Now that also includes, I do have a couple of white boxes that have some older comics. Have some, would be considered blue bin type comics. Those would be 40% off also. If you're not sure, ask me. I'll certainly point out what would be the 20 or the 40% off. Like this here, these have DC comics. Got these Archie comics. They're 20% off. Now, if you want to pull 25 copies between these boxes here and the blue bin, as long as you're getting the combination, you'll get them for 40% off. We're going to have recent comics, not the new comics, not my new Comics Island, but the recent comics. They are going to be 34% off. If you pull 34 or more from the recent comics, they'll be 50% off. But however, you can't say there's an issue of Spider-Man. I've got 10 copies. You can't buy all 10 copies. There's a limit of 2. There's a limit of 2 per issue or cover. But still, you buy 34 of comics from the recent, they are 50% off. There's going to be no layaways. The local comic shop day issues are not included in the sale. Any consignment products I have in here are not part of the sale either. And we're also going to have special gift certificates made up. Special $50 gift certificates you can buy on that day for $34 each. There's going to be a limit of 3 that you can purchase. Now, the gift certificates, when you do buy them, you can only use 1 at a time. You can't buy 3 and then use all 3 at once. Now, we got some of these special items here. We got some local comic shop day stuff from the past that we still have, like some of these Rick and Morty trades. We'll have, obviously, these are available for sale. We've got stuff like, let's go over here. There's a, from last year, Power Rangers blind box. This was limited to 500. This is number 452. This is 125. There was a new Power Rangers box, Saban's Power Rangers blind box this year, limit to 500. This is number 333. We're going to be selling this for 125 also. I've only got 1 from this year. I've got 2 from last year. Other items that we have, part of local comic shop day. First issue of Killadelphia. I think the actual first issue ships next week from Diamond, from Image. So you can get yourself a preview before anyone else gets a chance to read this Killadelphia. I'm going to be selling those for $7.50 each. There's a limit of 1 per person. There's a brand new Walking Dead story. Again, you're not going to find this at other shops in town, in the area. This is the only place you're going to find this. So if you're looking around the other place, you're going to be out of luck there, dude. But these here, these are going to be $7.50 each. There's a limit of 2 on those. Now, these are a couple of the really hard to find items. We've got Legion of Superheroes number 1 from the new series. This is the local comic shop day edition. This is limited, I believe, I think this one's limited to, I think, 600 copies, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but if you go to the website, I think it's localcomicshopday.com, they will tell you. Now this here, you can get this for $5. This thing is limited to 1,000 copies for $5. However, or is it 600? 600 copies. But you have to spend, excuse me, you have to spend $275. I don't want to sell this to you for $275. I want you to buy product. So whoever the first person in here that spends $275, that means you're spending not $275. You're not buying $275 worth of back issues from the red bins or the back issues and then getting the discount. You have to spend $275, and then you get this for $5. And the same with this New Mutants here. This one here, I believe, is limited to 600. I think this is the one that's limited to 600. Or no, this is 1,000. This is 600. But this is limited to 1,000. You have to spend $225, and you can get this for $10. We have the new issue of Deceased, or the Deceased hardcover came in this week. The regular cover has Superman on the front. This has the Joker. I've got 3 of these available. I am selling these for $50 each. So only have 3 of those available. We have this new book from Mad Cave. I did not order very many of these. Over the Ropes, the wrestling comic. This is going to be $5. Super Dinosaur from Image. I've got a few of these. I didn't order a lot of these books. And there's titles I did not order. There's a Doctor Who I did not order, based on whether I think I can use stuff, if they would sell, and also based on the past few years, whether or not this stuff has sold. So there's stuff I did not buy. So if I knew I could sell it, I would buy it. But the Super Dinosaur, this is going to be $5. Again, there's a limit of 1 on that. This Invader Zim, this is an example of, I only bought 1. I only sell 1 Invader Zim, so I only bought 1 of these through these treasure editions here. I am selling the Invader Zim for $25. Now, the other big thing is Absolute Carnage 5 comes in this week. These are the local comic shop day editions. I am selling these for $6.50 each. There's a limit of 5 per person while quantities last. Now, if they're starting to sell, if I'm selling if I'm getting close to selling out, I reserve the right to limit it to less than 5. So if you want to show up, you're the first person here showing up. If you show up later in the day, you might only be able to get one, maybe 2 copies. So early bird gets the worm, as always. Now, one of the other rare items. Now this was a tiered variant. I got one of these for every 20 of the regular ones. This is limited to 600. This is probably the rarest Absolute Carnage variant that's out there. I am selling this for $60. Again, you show up at the end of the day, these things are probably going to be long gone. But that's what we're doing. This is local comic shop day. Again, this Saturday. Going to be open from 10 until 7, maybe 10 until 8. Certainly take advantage of the sale. You guys take advantage of the sale, and I will have more sales. Take advantage. This is probably going to be one of my only Christmas type sales this year. This is my Black Friday sale. So again, stuff like the statues going to be 20% off. The action figures 20% off. Pop figures 20% off. The banks. Again, this blue bin here, this is 20% off. You pull $25 or more from the blue bin or blue bin related comics, you'll get them for 40% off. Pull 25, you get them for 40% off. Does not apply to the wall comics. Unless you want to buy 25 wall comics, you buy 25 wall comics, I'll give you 40% off. But that is it. See these pop figures, those will be 20% off. Again, be sure to take advantage. And if you guys are out here, aren't from this area, you've got a local comic shop that's participating in local comic shop day, go support them. Support them. You need to support those who help support this industry. These glasses, 20% off. These action figures, these are banks, 20% off. These little Godzillas, they're 20% off. You've been looking at this Wonder Woman mug, she's 20% off. Buy the bank to go along with her. You've got this Punisher, this Frank Castle. Look, he's mad because he's tired of staying here looking at Supergirl because he doesn't like the liberals like that. So he's mad. You know, he knows his bullets can't phase her. You know, but if he can get himself a cosmic cube, maybe he could use that on her. But even these Iron Maiden, you know somebody that's an Iron Maiden fan, they're in the metal. You can get this stuff for 20% off. Again, this Saturday, there's 32 Walking Dead trades. Anybody wants to buy 32 Walking Dead trades, all 32, I'll give you 30% off. You've got to make sure that, tell me that you heard it on this video. But I've got 32. That's the entire series. But other than that, this is my 600th video. I certainly enjoy making these videos. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. And certainly be sure to, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. Be sure to hit that bell for notification. And again, thanks for watching this. I appreciate it. And I hope to see as many people in this area here on this Saturday, November 23rd, for Local Comic Shop Day. Thanks again. Have a great New Comics Wednesday.